What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for quite some time, but I finally got my other undergrad. I got my MBA. I got my certifications. I've been really studying and kind of just keeping it to myself, obviously, raising my kids, all of that. But we can get into that in a different video. This video, I want to talk about 2026 because it is about to be another year, which is so crazy. And I feel like 2026 is going to be super big for all of us. The energy is just so different. I feel like everyone is kind of on the same page, and it's time to have freedom, peace, clarity, be more financially free, not tied to one income, have more mental stability emotionally. It's just not the year to play around. So, these are the 10 tips I'm going to give you that you must do in 2026. One, stop relying on one source of income. This is not security anymore. Having one job, one paycheck is not financial security. Anything could happen. They could lay people off. It could be another, like how it was in 2020. You never know. It's time to start relying on your own skills, even if it's just a side hustle, um, even if we are just supplementing, making more money. It is time to put more energy into making our own money along with obviously other sources of income. So you could either start a business, start a brand, start consulting, start freelancing. There's so many options, and I would look into all the options. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that will discuss. I know people like myself included, I like to think I don't have any skills, which is obviously not true. I feel like everyone is really, really good at something. And that's kind of what I've been focusing on the last maybe year or so. And I'm finally figuring out, oh, I am actually good at this. I am actually really book smart. And there's certain things I can do better than other people, and then there's some things I suck at, like writing. I'm like, I could never do copywriting or anything because I'm like the worst writer in the world, but that's besides the point. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, and you really have to focus on your strengths so you can make other incomes or other options for the next year. Second, master digital discipline. I think we're all addicted to our phones in one way or another. And if you're not using your phone to make money, then you're really just hurting your future because we're just tied to our phone, mindlessly scrolling. It takes up so much time during the day. If you look at your screen time, it will at least be like 8 hours a day. Just, having YouTube, something playing in the background, it takes up so much time. And we need to get disconnected from our phones, limit your apps. You can set a time limit, only a few hours a day. And this is a really big thing that I'm working on. And to be honest, my kids are the people who really made me realize because my daughter's like, "Oh, you're always talking to your friends on your phone." And I'm like, "Girl, I'm literally on TikTok." Like, what? So, yeah, that is a really big thing. Put the phone down. You don't need to check on people from 10 years ago. You don't need to see what everyone's doing. You don't need to look at all the tea, the drama on all these pages of people you don't even know. Put the phone down, listen to some motivational, inspirational podcasts or TikTok videos, whatever, but you don't need to be connected to these people 24/7. Three is choose freedom over comfort. Obviously, we stay in jobs we're like super comfortable with, even if we're not happy, just because as humans, I think we don't like change, or some of us do like change, but we're just scared of change. It gives us anxiety, worries, a million things. And being comfortable is not really going to make you grow. So you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. If it's putting yourself out there to make other income, putting yourself online. A lot of people are really shy and could never imagine like being online. Anything. We cannot continue to be in situations that just bring us comfort, especially when a lot of times they just end up draining us, put us in other situations that might feel more uncomfortable, putting yourself out there, starting a business, anything that seems really scary is going to make you grow and will eventually give you freedom. Number 4 is learning basic investing. I do have a finance degree, I have an accounting degree, I have an MBA, and I have a uh, certification, but that's besides the point. It really took me until I will say last year is when I really started investing, which is crazy because I always knew about it and I always knew kind of what to do, like where to start. But I'm so busy with my job and my kids and this and that. I was like, you know what? I just don't have time. Like, I'll do it when I have time. I'll do it when I can sit down and have time. No, baby, do it now. The time is passing by. The sooner you start making investments, the more money you're going to make. Obviously, especially if you make safe investments such as like the S&P 500, a Roth IRA, your retirement accounts, do it now because that is compound interest and it's only going to make you more money the longer it's in there. So you don't want to wait like an extra few years, 5, 10 years. No, do it now. Also, if you want any investing advice, look up like legit financial advisors on YouTube or maybe even courses from actual financial advisors. Do not, do not get your information off of TikTok. You'll have got to stop. You'll have got to stop signing up for these fake courses and you'll have got to stop putting your money in these pyramid schemes. Baby, a safe investment that's going to make you long-term money is not going to make you rich overnight. Do not do that. Please do not do that. Like, that is bad. Get real information from qualified, certified people. Do not get it off TikTok. Please do not. That would be like the worst thing you could do. But even if you just put your money in like a high savings account, put it into a safe stock market, put more into your retirement, learn about investing and do it safely and do it smart. You can get yourself a financial advisor and just make sure you're not following like the trends. If you do it a smart way, you can make so much money, and then your money's not just sitting in your account and just getting less and less over time because of inflation. It's actually going to grow. You're actually going to make more money. It's so worth it. This is what all the rich people do. All of them have investments. So start now, even if it's just a really small amount and super basic, start in 2026. Number 5 is become the person who deserves the life you want. Make better habits. This includes putting your phone down, like we talked about before, getting up, going to the gym, losing the weight, eating healthier. I recently lost almost, I would say anywhere from 15 to 20 pounds, which is crazy. I'm currently 127. I think when I started, I was like 140 in my 140s, I believe. I don't know. I honestly like just stopped weighing myself. And to be honest, 140 was like my college weight, so I didn't really think like, oh, I needed to lose weight, or I already thought I was healthy because I was going to the gym. But just because you have a routine and you stick to it doesn't mean you're the healthiest version of yourself. Do more. Eat healthier foods. Every single day you wake up, put on something inspirational. Don't start like mindlessly scrolling and getting in a hole in TikTok. Listen to inspirational music, something that will get your mind in a positive place when you first, are starting your day. Go on walks, go to the gym, eat healthy. Don't continue with the fast food. Don't eat foods that make you feel like shit after and that you regret so bad after. Don't skip a night of studying and going out and then regretting it the next day. Be the person who would live the life that you want. If you want to be super wealthy and like super fit, and do that now. Start investing now. Go to the gym now. Eat healthy now. Do all the small habits that's going to eventually lead you to the life that you want to live. The small habits add up over time. You don't have to do anything super drastic. Just add additional thing to your workout. Add additional healthy food. Replace it for something that you used to really love and replace it for something that's healthier. Make your coffee healthier. Something. Just start doing little habits and start living how you want your life to be. This is what's going to set your future. Number 6 is to rebrand your life. Rebrand the way you dress, rebrand the way you carry yourself, rebrand the way you show up, rebrand the way you speak. As we get older and have more experience and just learn and grow in life, obviously, like our past self is not going to align with us anymore. And people don't really take the time to like, you know what, I'm going to just completely not dress the way I did dress maybe 2 years ago because I'm just so much more in a different space and I want to look this way and I don't want to feel this way anymore. Set the intention, setting the intention and living that out. It first it's going to feel like it's super fake, like, oh, I'm not really this person, like you want to, get back in your ways, but just go shopping, buy a new wardrobe, do stuff and just do it anyways, even if it feels funny, even if it feels like you're not being authentic. You don't have to continue to be the same person throughout your whole entire life to be authentic. People grow, and sometimes your lifestyle and your wardrobe and the way you speak to people and your kindness and that also grows. So just have a rebrand. Choose how you want your life to look and do everything, buy the things you need to buy to align with that life. Number 7 is release the version of you that keeps you in survival mode. I know this, I can relate to this so much because we usually cling to like chaos or overthinking or just friendships, any type of relationships, any type of situation that feels comfortable or familiar to us. And that is just keeping us in that survival mode feeling. We don't have to continue to live like that. You don't have to choose a chaotic situation. You can choose peace over the chaos. Chaos is survival. The peace is how you want your future to look. Same with people pleasing. You don't have to continue to people please. That is keeping you in survival mode. You don't need anyone to be happy for you to survive. Like, it's time to cut our narratives that we've held onto our entire life and just start doing the things that feel good to us. No one really wants to live in chaos all the time. We get so used to it because of the way you grew up or your your relationships or just how you lived your life up until this far, and it gets to a point where it's like I cannot continue to be in these situations. This does not feel good anymore. And when you start getting older and more mature and learning, you can kind of start pointing the things out. Before, I could never point out the chaos. Like I was the chaos. But now it's like when people bring that around me, no. That is keeping you in survival mode and that's not allowing you to thrive the way that you need to thrive. This leads me to number 8 is leave that toxic relationship, friendship, or any other situation that is keeping you small. I feel like so many relationships are ending right now for the better, obviously. I myself got out of a horrible relationship this year, and I am so proud of myself of getting out. This was one of the hardest years, but also the best years of my life. So we cannot bring these terrible relationships into 2026. They're just no longer aligned with us. They're making our lives way much worse, stressful, chaotic, no peace of mind at all. The more you stay in it, the more crazier and crazier it gets. Over time, it just has to get more and more dramatic, more like blown up. The fights get ridiculous. Like, you have to leave these relationships. If it's a friendship, you don't need to end the friendship in a huge fight. Start to distance yourself. If it's not aligning with you, distance. You don't need to keep yourself small in order to I used to do this all the time. I would like try to fit in and I would try to or I would make myself smaller to fit into that circle. It's like, no, baby, leave the circle. It's time for you to get a new group of friends, even if you don't even have anyone you can connect with. Be by yourself, be your own friend. Talk to, old friends that maybe align with you better now. But the people that's been in your circle, if they are if it's toxic and they are trying to keep you small or hate on you or make you feel any type of way, you don't need to continue the relationship. This is your life and you get to choose who's in your life. Number 9, stop explaining your goals. Not a lot of people is going to understand what you want to do, where you're coming from, or even see your vision. That's the biggest thing. People do not see your vision. So, like, you cannot explain your goal if one person's mind does not think the same as yours, or they don't see your abilities, they don't know what direction. Keep your goals to yourself, move quietly, work in private, protect the vision, and I promise you it will all come together. Number 10 is raise your standards dramatically. What you tolerate becomes your lifestyle. This is the same for relationships, friendships, work relationships, any professional relationships, business, how you talk to yourself. You really need to raise your standards because people are going to meet you where you're at. If your standards are low, baby, you're going to find the lowest of the low. You're going to be back in that toxic relationship and it's going to be a mess. I always tell myself, you're never asking for too much. A lot of times, we're not asking for enough. We're asking for like the basic necessities. No, not anymore. In 2026, I want the best of the best. I want the best of the best friends, the best of the best relationship, the best of the best business partners. Not trying to say I'm the best of the best, but when you're working super hard and you are making your life the way you want it. You need someone to meet you where you're at. And when you lower your standards or like, oh, maybe this person's not doing this, but that's okay. I'll look over it. No, don't look over it anymore. This is going to set your future. Your future is based off of all your relationships, who you surround yourself by, and what you allow in your life. And it's time to block that out. Do not allow it in your life. Not this year. Nope. This year is for me, and this year is to get to where I want to be. In 2026, it's not even about doing more, it's just about choosing better and living more in alignment to your true self. And that's where you're going to get the real results. Better habits, better standards, better energy, rebrand your life, better future, protect your peace, and stop bringing yourself comfort. Make the jump. I know you have something in the back of your head that you've always wanted to do, or, just a little plan that is like your dream. It's time to live our dream. If not, when? What are we going to wait? Another year to pass us by? No, the time is now. And please, please, please keep this energy for the entire year. Don't get to January, start off strong, and start slacking off. Every single month, have a sit down with yourself and check where you are at in every single aspect of your life to make sure you are still on track. We're not slacking off this year. We are being serious. We are getting to where we want to go. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys like my video, share, subscribe, and I will be posting more. So I'll see you guys next time.